Hi, I'm Sarah at Rogers Gardens, and I'm one of the mini horticulturists we have here. And today I want to talk to you about a few of my favorite indoor plants we have in the garden rooms. A lot of people think that indoor plants can be daunting, but with a little bit of knowledge and some practice, it's very easy. The real key to taking care of indoor plants is just not overwatering. That's the most common mistake people make, and having a moisture meter will really help you with that progress. Today I'm going to show you a few of my favorites and tell you a little bit about the care for them as well. First up, we have Ficus Audrey. This one is really amazing. This is actually the national tree of India, and legend has it that this is the plant that Buddha sat underneath and received his enlightenment. But what I really like about this plant is it has kind of this minimalistic aesthetic to it, which works really well in modern designs. It has this great deep fuzzy green leaf and this gorgeous white trunk to it that matures and gets whiter with age. And we have many different sizes in the garden room at the moment. We have little small tabletop varieties. We have these small floor model varieties that I like to call them. And the best part is this is on the easier side care-wise of the ficuses. The real key is to have bright indirect sunlight. It really appreciates that. No direct sunlight on the leaves. And consistent watering. So what you really want to do is in between waters, you want to let at least the first 2 inches of the soil dry out. And having a moisture meter is really a lifesaver for anybody who has indoor plants. Up next, we have this Blackening false Irelia. What I love about this plant is this dark green curly leaf, but really the most attractive part of this is its very structural trunk and branch structure. What's fantastic too is it's tall and narrow enough that anybody can find a space in their home for this really specimen plant. Care for this is very similar to the ficus. However, this really needs a lot of humidity in your house. So what the key is, you want to avoid having it too close to an air conditioner or to a heater in your house. You also want to make sure that it's not too close to a southern facing window. So you want to make sure that it's near an east or west facing window, or wherever you have it in your house, it's not receiving any direct sunlight on the leaves, because that will cause the leaves to drop. Up next, we have Pothos. This is a dorm room staple, but with good reason. It's a very easy plant to take care of. Here at Rogers, we have many different varieties of this, even to this neon day glow foliaged one, which is really beautiful. To keep this plant happy, you just want to avoid having direct sunlight on the leaves, and it needs to be in a room that at least you can comfortably read a book in. Also, you want to let it dry out in between watering. So consistent watering is key, but no plant likes to sit and have soggy feet. This is the perfect plant for someone new to having indoor plants, because you really can't go wrong with Pothos. Now, if you're an indoor plant enthusiast and you're looking for a really unique addition to your plant collection, this African mask alocasia will absolutely do the trick. It gets its name from the really unique structure to the leaves. It looks like a carved wooden African mask, but it actually comes from the Philippines. But this dark, beautiful, crisp line on the leaf and neat structure really does well in modern designs. But the real key to this plant is warmth and humidity. This absolutely loves having a pebble tray underneath. What you'll do is put a tray underneath your plant, fill it with rocks, and sit this directly on that. You do want to, however, make sure that this is not sitting in the water, that it's sitting on top of the pebbles. With this plant, it can't be near drafty windows or near any air conditioners. With a little bit of practice, you can get this one right. No direct sunlight for this guy. Really, an east-facing or west-facing window is best for him. And then the last plant I'm going to show you today is this gorgeous anthurium that we just received in. When I first saw the color of this flower, my heart kind of skipped a beat. It's just so beautiful. This is also a very great plant if you're new to taking care of indoor plants or you just have a really busy schedule. This plant actually does pretty good with some neglect. The real key to this one is the brighter the light you have it in, not direct, the more flowers you'll have. But if you have it in a darker space in your house, it will do fine as well. You'll just have less flowers on it. This also does like a little bit of humidity, so it really thrives well in bathrooms or in kitchens. but just make sure that you're not overwatering any of your plants. You always want to let the top bit of the soil go a little bit dry. You always want it super wet deep down inside, and you want to make sure all of your plants have very good drainage. Also, a thing that your plants will really appreciate is keeping the leaf surface nice and clean. So periodically just wipe them down with a soft wet cloth. That keeps them looking shiny and fresh, and that also keeps all the dust and debris off of them so they can photosynthesize and make all those sugars they need to be happy. We now have indoor plants and containers available for purchase for OC delivery on our online boutique. Please visit shoprogersgardens.com. At Rogers Gardens, we bring beauty into your home and garden.